good morning, or at least it probably was before you clicked on this video. I got an interesting article from RT today that I wanted to show you, and it pretty much says it all. And it's just mind-blowing to me what these people have to say and what they think about us. So anyway, let's go on over to the article here. As you see the headlines say, and I'll put the link in the description, Big Bank Chief warns entitled Americans of food shortages and inflation. Now, wait a minute, because a lot of people are probably thinking, they're talking about those on the government dole. No, they're talking about you. They're talking about all of us. All of us. Check this out. BlackRock President Rob Capito. Now, you know what BlackRock is. They are the ones that are going out and buying up tons and tons and tons of property, right? So BlackRock President Rob Capito told oil and gas executives on Tuesday that quote-unquote entitled Americans are about to deal with shortages of food and other goods and should prepare accordingly. BlackRock, which manages $10 trillion in assets, right, has been accused of making home ownership unaffordable for millions of Americans. And this is a quote from them. For the first time, this generation is going to go into a store and not be able to get what they want, Capito told a meeting of the Texas Independent Producers and Royalty Owners Association. And we have a very entitled generation that has never had to sacrifice. I would put on your seat belts because this is something we haven't seen yet, Capito added, warning that Americans will soon face scarcity, inflation, or rising prices compounded by shortages of everything from food and consumer goods to oil and gas. The Biden administration has blamed spiraling inflation on Russia's military offensive in Ukraine, with White House Communications Director Kate Bedingfield referring on Tuesday to Putin's price hike, and Biden himself said earlier this month that there will be costs at home as we impose crippling sanctions on Russia. However, inflation in the U.S. had hit a 40-year high weeks before the hostilities erupted in Ukraine, and Biden's opponents have warned since last year that his policies, which involved spending more than his first 8 months than former President Donald Trump did in 2018 and 19 combined, and throttling domestic energy production, would trigger price spikes for ordinary Americans. BlackRock, however, has added trillions of dollars to its portfolio in recent years. The firm managed around $1.3 trillion in assets at the time of the last financial crisis, which soared to $8.68 trillion in January 2021 and passed the $10 trillion mark this January. BlackRock top executives have been rewarded by the Biden administration, too, and have helped shape its economic policies. You following this? Brian Dees served as the global head of sustainable investing at BlackRock, the global head of sustainable investing, and now directs the National Economic Council. Wally Adeyemo is a former senior advisor at BlackRock and now serves as Deputy Secretary of the Treasury Department. How do you like that? Mike Pyle used to be an investment strategist at BlackRock and now serves as Vice President Kamala Harris's Chief Economic Advisor. The firm has grabbed headlines in recent years for buying up properties throughout the U.S. and turning them over to the rental market, although the UN has criticized BlackRock's former owner, Blackstone, for wreaking havoc with tenants' right to security and contributing to global housing crisis. BlackRock has been hired by the U.S. government to buy up mortgages on its behalf, bringing even more property under its management. Americans are expected to bear the brunt of the inflation Capito warned about in the immediate term. According to estimates published by Bloomberg on Tuesday, the average U.S. household will have to spend an extra $5,200 this year for the same basket of consumer goods. Wages are unlikely to rise to compensate for this expenditure, Bloomberg predicted, due to more Americans entering the labor force. So there you have it. And again, I'll link the article. I would highly advise you either share this video or the link to the article. I will tell you that people on Facebook can't, they can click on it, but they'll get a warning. And then for me, with my Chrome browser, I can't access RT. It takes me to a page not found page. And until I clear my cache out of my browser, I can't access RT. So don't click on an RT link in Facebook, because it does something. It puts something in your browser to where you can't access RT. If you can't access RT, clear your cache and cookies and all that good stuff, and you should be good to go. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good day. Hope to see you later on for the live show. As always, shalom.